And we're back sooner than I expected with a little update to my previous video where I was talking about, using certain functions on the TR-1000 to kind of like have like infinitely or semi-infinitely varying patterns. And one note that I had is that I couldn't figure out how to get random velocity or velocity probability if I go into TR-rec. Once again, probability here only basically applies to triggering, not velocity. Here, what you have is like fixed velocity values. So in order to get velocity variations, I guess you had to like maybe manually input the velocity for a few steps. So I found what is maybe a workaround. You still have to manually enter velocity for maybe like 1 or 2 steps, or between like 2 and maybe 4, or however many steps of different velocity you want, and then use something else that I'll show you in a second to kind of randomize between those. So to better illustrate that, let's just start a pattern here. I'm on the bass drum using a 909 kit this time. And then I'm going to go into the closed hat. That's going to be the easiest example. And what I'm going to do is first, just like I did the last time, I'm going to press down the last button, last step, and then select closed hat. And then maybe let's do 3 steps, okay? So I'm going to have 3 steps here on the closed hat track. And then I'm going to enter those 3. So, okay, that's all well and good. So what I am going to do though is for each of these 3 steps, I'm going to, okay, so by default, the velocity is 80. Let's just do, let's leave it at 80. And then this one, maybe let's change it to, I don't know, let's say what, like 50? And maybe this one will go down to, let's just say 30. Let's see. Okay, you already have a bit of a groove there, but what I want to do is like, I mean, you could just do this, right? You have like this little repeating 3-step groove, and that's cool. But what I actually want to do is randomize this. So the next thing I can do is if I hold Shift and again, track settings for closed hat, and you see where it says direction here. So I'm going to, so by default is forward, right? It's just going to go through just from, from 1 to, 1 to whatever step, right? Forward. But what I want to do is I want to change it to random. So then now that I have it on random, then I can just hit start again. And you see it's randomly playing one of these 3 steps. So there you go. I have basically random velocity now. I could add a 4th step, say like, okay, I want to like another step with, let's go once again, last for closed hat, add a 4th one, add a 4th step here. And this one, I want it to be like velocity 100. Cool, there you go. Actually, let's do a 5th step and close hat 5. And this one will be activated first, and then velocity, I don't know, let's go down to like 15 or something. Okay, so there you go. And then I hit start. And there you go. You have random, randomized velocity. It's basically just randomly picking a velocity from one of these 5, let's just call it slots that I created. Bit of a cheat, but you can do that. You still have to enter it for, multiple steps. It would be nice to just like randomize velocity for a single one. Or if there was a way to say like, okay, select every step and randomize, add probability to all those, but maybe in the future. But this is a decent workaround, I think. And of course, I can always go in and actually, let me go to last again, closed hat. Let me just do these 3. And then I can just go in and say, okay, probability, also reduce that for each of them. So there you go. Now you have both trigger probability and, again, just randomly choosing a velocity value between these three. And again, I can go into the other two steps that I put in. And again, go to last, close stat, go to 5. And once again, it's going to randomly choose between these 5 velocity values, each of them also with their own trigger probability. So there you go. That was going to be a quick one. Just wanted to show that this was the workaround that I found so far. Yeah, it works well enough. Again, it would be nice to just have something that you could just tweak right here, where we could just use the same single step trick that I showed the last video, where it's like, yeah, it's just a single step playing. Right now we just have the random trigger, but we don't have random velocity. Anyway, that's that. Thanks for watching. Bye.